Hello everyone and welcome back into our special video here, because this is a special video which is the V16 King 3.0. We have the 1.0 when the V16 came out when it was new, and then the 2.0 in the most powerful engine series, and now this is the 3.0, the most powerful engine ever made in automation game, really this time. So before we crack on with the video and all of the specs, I would love if you can just enjoy the video, hit that like button, get subscribed, and share the video if you want to share it, and of course hit that notification bell button so you can get a notification each time I release a new video. And of course you can add my Discord, the link in the description below, so you can participate in future challenges, and of course have fun and chat with everyone on this channel if you want to discuss automation or whatever. Alright, so this is the most powerful V16 ever engine made, and yes, it's called the V16 King, as we have already seen with previous versions. So it's still a 90 degrees 16 cylinder magnesium block, 120 millimeters on the bore and 114.4 millimeters on the stroke. Still dual overhead camshaft, 5 valves, aluminum silicon, still the same thing. Moving on. So the difference between this version, the 3.0, and the 2.0, and of course the 1.0, is just the tune and the capacity. So from the first version, the basic one, the 1.0, to 2.0, the only difference was the capacity, lower stroke measured to allow more RPM limit. And then from 2.0 to 3.0, I only played with the tune, the air-fuel ratio, the turbo size, and a lot of things that I'm going to explain in a minute. So the internals are still the same: billet steel crankshaft, lightweight titanium connecting rods, and forged pistons. Plus 15 quality, 20.7 liter engine, very massive capacity. Alright, so the difference here with the 3.0 version is the compression ratio. This is the first point to talk about. Right now it's sitting on 11.0 to 1. I kept playing with the compression and the ignition timing, so this is by far the maximum amount of power that I got on this setup. 11.0 to 1, 86 on the cam profile. The cam profile is also different from the 2.0 on to this version, the 3.0. Still VVT on all cams, plus 15 quality. And what we have next is a very different turbo, because it's still twin turbo, still ball bearing, still the same intercooler size, but different boost and different turbine. The reason that I went with a little less boost than before, because with a V16 engine with a massive capacity, you have to choose between having the most powerful engine when it comes to power, or having the most torquey engine. So you have to choose between torque or horsepower, and in this version, the OMG power, I went with everything that is focused on power only. So I decreased the boost maybe from 38 psi to nearly 32 or 31.9 psi, and I've increased the turbine size to 92.5 to achieve the number that you will be seeing later. Plus 15 quality, still the same fuel system, the same fuel, the same air-fuel ratio, with a different ignition timing on that I sat on 76. The RPM limit is still the same, 6900 RPM, plus 15 quality. The same exhaust system, maximum exhaust diameter of 8-inch or 203 millimeters. No restrictions whatsoever, and plus 15 quality exhaust system. So the final result, as you can see, the engine is making 4,105 horsepower on green. That's what I always like to see, and that's how you set a record on automation game. Because I always get emails or links or whatever, like photos, even videos of people like doing V16 engines with more power than this, but they are running on red here, not green. They are running on extreme amount of stress on their internals. Like, I don't know, I just received a comment from someone saying that his engine is running on 4,150 horsepower. Okay, that's good. I like that you made more horsepower, and I was really excited to see the video. But when he revved the engine, and the pistons, the connecting rods, and the crankshaft, like, they went scalding red, extreme red. That was very disappointing, because that's not a record, my friend. That is very disappointing. So my engine is running right now on the green, no warning lights whatsoever, and I'm making 4,100 horsepower on the green. Let me show you something. If I go back to the fuel system, decrease the ignition timing 1 point and increase the RPM limit, I mean this is if I want to go crazy, check it out, to 7300 RPM, 7300 RPM, I have 8% stress on the pistons alone, no warning lights, and my engine is making 4170 horsepower. Yes, this is no warning lights, only 8% of stress on the pistons only. 8%. I can live with that if I want. I mean, I don't like that, but if I want to keep it, I can. 4170 horsepower. But if I want to go crazy with warning lights, I can do like this. Only, let's say 7500, no, 7400 RPM. My engine can make 4175 horsepower. Yes, that's if I want to go crazy, but that is not efficient, my friend. Check it out. You have a warning light, the pistons are destroying themselves, the connecting rods are starting to eat themselves alive, which is not healthy at all. So I always like to keep my engines healthy like this and keep them in green, keep them very powerful and very healthy and very reliable, of course. So this engine can run all day long, all night long, making 4105 horsepower, no problem. And if I want to go super crazy, or not super, little crazy, I can make 4170, or with a warning light 4175. So these are my current records: healthy, normal crazy, or super crazy. Those are my 3 numbers so far. So I'm gonna keep it right now in the green for testing and fire it up. It's running very smooth. 88 points on smoothness, very responsive, not really loud. I mean 69 points is very acceptable for an open headers or open exhaust system, or a straight pipe as they call it. Emissions are acceptable, very thirsty, very heavy, very good. Alright, let's see what's what. Wow, what a monster. Alright, so I'm just a little curious like to see how the engine will sound. So decrease the ignition, go to 7300 RPM, 4170 horsepower. Let's see how it will. I just want to hear how it will sound on 7300 RPM. But yeah, I don't like to see any kind of yellow here, but I just want to hear the sound. What a monster. let's see. Let's try it without a motion blur. Where is the motion blur? Off. Let's see if it will actually make a difference. Much better. So that was the V16 King version 3.0. I hope that you enjoyed the video. So please, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. Don't forget that, and get subscribed and share the video if you want to share it. And you can watch all of the most powerful engines right now. I'm gonna put the video here or wherever, and you can watch it and enjoy it and have fun with it. So thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for future challenges and future amazing automation game and BeamNG.drive videos. And thank you and goodbye for now, my friends.